Yeah, how long you guys been married?
He didn't tell me what he was going to do because I don't know the severity of it. I'm just scared.
This is Amelia Bassoon, the 25-year-old woman who tried to seduce the detectives to get away with murder. Amelia was arrested for the murders of Cindy and her son, Sean Stack. The cops think she helped her husband hide the crime, but she will do anything to get away with it, even flirting with the cops. What started as a simple case quickly became one of the most intense interrogations we've ever seen.
They're dead. They're both dead.
I didn't do anything.
The cop begins by reading Amelia her rights and collecting basic information.
Am I like getting arrested or something for something? Or
We'll explain it to you.
Yeah, we'll explain it all to you, okay?
I just normally when this starts is like someone getting in trouble or arrested or something.
Well, we just, like I said, we want to be able to talk to you, all right?
Yeah,
and this is the right way to do that.
Direct from the start, it's obvious that Amelia tries to make her voice high-pitched and speaking in a shy tone. It could be what she normally sounds like, but other footage shows a different side of her.
I don't want to press charges, but I would like a no contact order. I can do that. Okay.
Amelia's change in tone could be a result of the uncomfortable and stressful situation. But as the interrogation continues, she starts exhibiting more flirtatious signs.
What happened with Josh? Did you say that? Did I hear you say he shot himself in the leg?
Yeah, like the bullet went around the bone and around the artery, through and through.
Jeez, that's lucky.
I know, he's crazy.
Observe how she takes the hair and moves it to the side, revealing her neck's left side. The neck holds the jugular, a sensitive and vulnerable part of the body. Typically, women protect this area, but when they feel comfortable or safe, they might expose their neck by tilting their head or putting their hair to the side, suggesting attraction.
All right. So, Amelia, I can tell you the reason why we're here today is because of that issue with the bank.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Does that surprise you?
For this type of situation, yeah.
Okay.
Like this intense. I mean, I got in trouble at work, which makes sense, but I'm just confused about this.
Well, let's walk through it a little bit, okay? Let's walk through that and see how maybe we came here today, all right, and find out if this was just a misunderstanding or what, okay?
It all started with Amelia working with Cynthia's father, who suffered from dementia. She was an employee at a Chase Bank in downtown Orlando and exploited her position to steal $50,000 from the old man. Her husband, 28-year-old Joshua Ramsamy, opened 2 bank accounts to deposit the money in. When Cynthia started to ask questions about the money, Joshua bought a gun and shot the mother and the son in their own apartment. The detectives are now trying to determine Amelia's part in this crime.
What was the name of the customer?
Gerald?
Okay.
Mr. Gerald.
So what happened with these checks?
Nothing. He called him. I have the record over global security.
Mm-hmm.
So when they came in, they pulled like call logs, they pulled like cameras, just to make sure like they pulled signature files. Because I mean, it's still federal, it's the bank. So they wanted to make sure that I wasn't like, I guess, stealing.
Mm-hmm. When you talk to Gerald, I mean, how did he appear to you? Is he a young guy, old guy?
He's old.
Oh, well, how did he appear to you when you talked to him?
He's okay.
He was okay?
Yeah. But other than that, he's still nice.
Okay. Yeah, nice guy.
Amelia tries her best to appear honest as she speaks. However, as soon as she stops talking, she involuntarily brings her shoulders up, crosses her arms, and hunches over. These movements are clear indicators of discomfort. These signs become more and more noticeable as the interview continues.
I think your best bet right now is to be completely honest with us, okay? So let's go on a little bit more, okay? The truth is going to be the best thing right now, okay? Let's go on a little bit more, okay? Is the account still open?
The grandfather?
Mm-mm.
The detective is seeing straight through her. He notices how Amelia is becoming short and unclear in her answers as she gets uncomfortable when asked about Gerald's banking records. This is the perfect moment to ramp up the pressure.
So he didn't have to give you money to hold on to, okay? That doesn't make any sense.
But that's what he did, though.
No, but here's the problem. Okay, listen, Amelia, listen. Okay, at a certain point in time, we have to move past it, all right? He's a nice guy, and I'm sure you really do care about him.
I do.
Do you see now?
But it's not like I don't want to make it... Okay.
No. Did you take advantage of that old man?
I didn't take advantage.
Let's get it right, Okay?
But I don't want to say I took advantage of him, no.
What did you do then?
I don't want to say I took advantage of him, because he's a really nice guy.
I think you need to start understanding the severity of the situation. All right? Because I don't know if you really do. All right? And I think you need to start understanding that how this interview goes and what decisions you make here are going to affect your life for a long, long, long time. Okay? Listen, you have your whole life ahead of you.
I know.
You have a 7-year-old son
That's why
Well, no, this is no. Listen to me for a second. This is reality now. Okay? All right?
Yeah.
You have a 7-year-old son. You have an obligation to him. Okay? So somebody did something we need to know now.
Interrogations are all about exploiting emotions to exact the truth. The detective tries to talk about her son to provoke emotions and feelings, and as soon as the cop notices her reaction, he decides to jump on this to make her as vulnerable as possible.
Put you up to this?
No.
Well, this is the stuff we need to know. Listen, if he put you up to it, he put you up to it. That's okay. Again, like Detective Murphy said, I think you're kind of at this crossroads right now, okay? You've got Josh, who you probably love, and he's your husband, okay? But you also have Julian. And you got to picture that little boy. You got to picture not being able to watch him grow up. Think about that for a second. Think about being put somewhere very far away from him, and the only way you're going to have contact with him is through letters. You're going to get pictures in jail, in prison, of your little boy growing up. That's your future.
I don't know the severity of what he did. I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't do anything.
Okay. We need to know. Well, then tell us, okay? Tell us. They're both dead.
What?
Yeah, they're dead. So now we really need to talk.
Unfortunately for Amelia, all the games she was playing have gone out the window. Instead, she's starting to freak out as she's being accused of aiding a murderer and confronted with the possibility of losing her job, her home, and her son.
I do not want to go to jail. I don't. Like, if I get fired, okay, let me get fired at work, but I don't want to go to jail.
Here's where the interrogation takes a massive turn. After 2 hours of questioning, the detectives realize their current approach isn't yielding results. They decide to step out of the room to discuss a new strategy. And this is when the detective number 3 enters the room, carrying blankets and adopting a kind and apologetic tone.
Hey, you need to talk to them. You need to get out from underneath this big time. Did they tell you who they work for?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're homicide detectives, so.
I know.
And they want you to be a witness, not a suspect.
Okay. That's why I want to talk to them, because I just don't want to be involved in any of this. Like,
Okay.
I don't want any part of this. I want to be able to go home.
Okay.
Entering like this after such a stressful experience with the other detectives will set Amelia's mind at ease and subconsciously enforce the idea that he isn't a threat at the start of the interrogation. Amelia was attempting to seduce the detectives in an attempt to get better treatment and hopefully even a lighter sentence, so if the third detective plays into this by treating her kindly and playing her game, maybe he'll have a chance of finding out what really happened.
They told me I'm going to jail regardless.
Well, the fraud part may be, but that's nothing.
Okay.
That is nothing compared to these charges
Yeah.
for first-degree murder. When did you become aware that he was involved in the murder?
Well, I didn't know what happened. I just stopped hearing from her. And then when I said something about, can I call her? He told me no. And then he got really mad at me, and he was like, if you say something, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, he's not going to say that unless he told you about the murder. That's the part that's so when did he tell you about the murder? Let me ask you a question. Were you there when he killed him?
No.
Then why are you not talking? Who cares what he did?
Because I'm scared.
I'm telling you, you need to be scared about not telling the full truth.
If I talk, I'm not going to jail for this?
You're not going to. You're going to jail for the fraud.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Were you there? Did you? Let me ask you. Well, let's go back to that question.
Okay.
When did he tell you that he killed him?
He didn't tell me he killed him. He said I handled the situation. It was
Did he describe how, what?
He never physically said like what he did or if anything was done.
Did he say he shot him?
Well, I'm guessing he had his gun, so
Don't guess. Did he tell you that he shot him?
yes.
Finally, the detectives turned Amelia's tactics against her, ultimately making her to snitch to the police. And, true to their word, after confirming her innocence, the detectives dropped the charges against her. However, she still faced theft charges and received a 3-year prison sentence. Josh, on the other hand, was found guilty of the first-degree murder and was sentenced to life behind bars.